This morning went crazy. As you can tell, I'm still in my robe. I haven't gotten dressed today. We just got off to kind of a crazy start. So today we're just gonna do a super simple breakfast. I've got some cut up grapes for Ben. Obviously I'll have whole grapes, and then I'm just gonna do some regular scrambled eggs. But on our scrambled eggs, I like to do salt and pepper and then a little bit of turmeric powder and paprika. I think it's way better than just regular scrambled eggs. So we're gonna do that and call that a good start to our day. It is now lunchtime and we're having the leftover spaghetti that we had yesterday. I cooked the second half of the spaghetti squash, and then I just put all of my saucy meat stuff on top, and I did decide to put some fresh tomatoes on top. So that's what we're working with today. It was great last night. I'm excited to have it today, and we're gonna see if we can convince this little turkey to eat his. Are you gonna eat your lunch? No. We'll see. I did a horrible job recording making this dinner, but these are little barbecue chicken sliders with a little sweet potato bun. They're super duper easy to make, and they're one of my favorite meals, so highly recommend. Hello, hello. So it is day 10. We just had eggs again for breakfast, and as you probably guessed, having leftovers from last night for lunch. But I just want to talk to you a little bit about yesterday. So yesterday, well, I guess 2 days ago, we had my niece's birthday party. And like I was telling you, my mom made all those delicious desserts and stuff, and she ended up sending home a cookie with us for Ben to have the next day. So it was sitting on our counter yesterday. And it's the first time during this whole, what are we at, week and a half, that I was having some serious sugar cravings. And I think part of it is because I know how good my mom's cookies are. I knew what it was going to taste like if I ate it. And so I was having some sugar cravings. And so finally I let Ben eat part of it. It was a big cookie, so I was not going to let him eat the whole thing. But I let him eat his part of it, and I threw the rest away because I knew I wasn't going to eat it. But just like having it sitting on my counter was hard to just like see it staring at me, and I knew it tasted good, so I had to get rid of it, which is why last time we did this, and it's one of the recommendations in the book, they talk about how it's a good idea to go through like your cupboard, your fridge, or whatever, and just remove the things that you aren't eating during the 4 weeks, during the 30 days, so that it's not staring at you, tempting you, that kind of thing, which I didn't really do this time since I'm the only one in my house that's following it. And for the most part that's been okay, but yeah, that cookie definitely got me yesterday. So just a little update there. I'm feeling much better today about that kind of stuff. But yeah, so lunch and breakfast, pretty generic. I am really excited to show you what I'm making for dinner from last time. It's another one of my favorite things. So good. But I will take you along for the whole journey of making that. This is the delicious dinner that we are making tonight. It's one that I make even when we're not doing Whole30. It is so freaking good. So first things first, you can see, I need about 20 ounces of butternut squash, which is about 1 1/4 pounds. But I have 2 pounds, and it's been frozen for a while, so we're gonna have to deal with that. And then the rest of these ingredients for now that we're gonna put in the slow cooker for about 5 hours. It's a little more frozen than I thought it was. So I just microwaved it to see if we can soften it up a little bit. The top part does look a little freezer burnt, which I kind of expected for how long it's been in my freezer. Oh yeah, for sure. But the bottom part looks beautiful. And I don't need all of it anyway. So I'm going to see if I think I need a little bit longer. So I'm going to see if I can get the top part off. And we'll just use the bottom part that's not freezer burnt, and that will be plenty for what we need. Yikes. Alright, I went through. I got all the pieces that are not freezer burnt. I mean, they're icy obviously, but I got all the pieces that aren't freezer burnt, and it turns out it's a good thing we had more than we needed because we used almost all of it. Oh, got my trusty helper here. Hold on, bud. So now we're going to add some salt, some chicken broth, and some ghee, and then we'll get it cooking. Everything is in. We've got it set to high. So this particular recipe, it says 5 hours low or 2.5 hours high, and we're kind of needing an in-between time. So we're gonna cook for 2.5 hours on high or 2.5 hours, excuse me, on low. I better change that. 2.5 hours on low, and then we're gonna cook for the last hour on high. And I think that should get us where we need to go. So I fork tested, and these are plenty cooked. Now we need to add coconut milk and then red curry paste. Now we have to ladle all of this goopy mess into the blender so that we can get it all nice and smooth.
You did?
I blended it for a good minute because I want it to be nice and smooth. And now we're gonna take and put it right back in here. Ooh, smelling good. All right, the last step is just to add shrimp, peeled, deveined. Delicious. So we'll put the lid back on for 20 minutes and then it will be ready. It is ready and I can't wait. It smells so good. Dinner was super delicious. Love that one. And now that was actually my last meal that I had planned. So today is day 10, which means I'm a third of the way done. And we did end up eating out twice last week because of the chaos of the weekend. So it just extended that a little bit. And we actually ate at my parents once and they had something that I could eat. So yeah, my week of meals lasted 10 days, which I won't complain about. But it is time to start meal planning again. So I just kind of wanted to walk you guys through that and show you how I do that. And yeah, just kind of give you a sneak peek of what that entails if that's not something that you're super familiar with. So this is my meal plan from last week, and you can see it got shredded at the grocery stores. I've been using it in 2 pieces all week. But my little menu things, they actually come with like a little grocery list place on the back, which is awesome. So yeah, that's what we did last week. And then got my new fresh one, and I've got all my books. I am going to try actually to focus more on these two since I've never cooked out of them, and I want to see what awesomeness they have to offer. I've been needing a breakfast that kind of mixes it up, and I just found this one in the Whole30 cookbook. My sister and I were just talking about how there aren't a ton of breakfast options in some of the books, but that looks really good, so I think I'm going to plan on this for a few days of the week. So for this recipe, obviously I don't have curly endive or frisee, so I need that, so that's on my list. I have olive oil, I have apple cider vinegar, I have compliant Dijon mustard, garlic, salt, pepper. I do need bacon, so that's on my list. I have white vinegar, and obviously I get eggs for my chickens. So I go through my list. Those are the only 2 things I need, and that one's good to go. So for this next one, there's this recipe in here. I don't want to do exactly this. I don't want to do it with the sausage. I'm going to do it with bacon, which makes it a little bit easier because the sausage you were going to kind of make yourself. So I'm just going to make a breakfast wrap burrito thing. So all I need from the list is lettuce and avocado because I've already got bacon on my list. And yeah, that should be pretty easy. I'll probably throw some tomatoes and stuff on there too, but there's that one. Okay, I was also going to show you, so I'm just going to make this one up. I don't have a recipe for it. So for the hash browns, I'm going to make my own, which I'll use potatoes for, and I spaced it out because I know I always end up getting a bunch of potatoes. So I'm just going to make little like tally marks to keep track of how many I need. This is as far as I'm doing this time. So I've got breakfast and dinners, and then my lunches are leftovers from the previous dinner. Got my grocery list, and you can see I've already got food on it. So go me. And I'm just gonna get, this time I'm just gonna do an online order. I usually go grocery shopping, and I will take you guys grocery shopping with me one of these times to show you how I look at labels and stuff, but I'm just gonna do an online order this time, and we will pick it up tomorrow. Good morning, welcome to day 12. Day 12. I was getting a little tired, like I told you, of just having scrambled eggs. I'm really excited. Today we're doing a different breakfast than I've done before. It does involve eggs, but it's definitely different than anything I've had, so I'm excited to kind of mix it up a little bit. It is going to require some egg skills that I don't usually have to have, So we're gonna see how that goes, and yeah, you can follow along with all that. This is what we are working with this morning. The bistro breakfast salad. I'm excited, but as you can see, I am going to have to poach some eggs. So we are gonna see how that goes. I've done it once before and I did make it work. It was actually last time I did Whole30. So yeah, we'll give this a shot, but these look really good and it's got like this little dressing, so I'm excited. First things first, we're gonna make the dressing. So it's just these 4 ingredients. We're gonna get blended up in here because then I can save what I don't use for tomorrow. Done. Bacon is next. I've got mine all chopped up for the salad, but Ben's I left in big pieces because he's not gonna have the poached egg in the salad and stuff the way I am. Tossed my little leaves here. They're not really endive like they're supposed to be. This is as close as I could find, but tossed them with my vinaigrette. Ben's I did not. I'm gonna put a little ranch on his. Bacon is now done. My poaching water is ready with the vinegar and salt. I'm a little scared, but we're gonna do it. Alright, our water is boiling. I'm a little scared, but here we go. Okay, that does not look to have worked too spectacularly, but I mean, could be worse. My yolk stayed together. Same for that. We'll see. We'll see what I fish out of there. So I'm supposed to leave it like that for 4 minutes. And while it does that, I'm going to cook Ben's egg. Here's Ben's finished breakfast. Got about 1 minute left on mine. Here is the moment of truth. You know, it doesn't look great, but it doesn't look terrible. The yolk is just like by itself. It's fine. I don't know if that's exactly like the picture, but I'm gonna call it close enough. So, bon appetit. Let's be real though. That yolk looks perfect. Hey, hey! I'm getting dinner ready tonight. Tonight we are going to do these well, we're not plank smoking them, but they're chicken with bacon and some pineapple that we're gonna grill, and I'm super excited. It's gonna be delicious. Plus, as summer's kind of winding down to an end, any chance we can get to grill, I'm all for it. I love it. But also, we're going to be grilling tomorrow. We're gonna be doing these pineapple steak kebabs, which I'm thrilled about. I'll show you that. And the steak, you have to have it marinate for 1 to 24 hours. So I figured to save myself some trouble tomorrow, I'll just get them marinating today, and then they'll be good to go tomorrow, which is perfect because it's Friday. So I'll have a nice, easy-ish meal to do on Friday. So yeah, I'm going to show you how I'm getting the marinade ready, and then I will show you how I'm cooking tonight's dinner. For the marinade, I'm going to put the steak in this Ziploc bag here, just because that way, like in the morning when I get up or whatever, I can flip it and make sure that the meat's all kind of getting marinated and not just half of it or whatever, depending on how it's sitting. But because there's going to be liquid in here, I put my gallon Ziploc bag just in like this little pitcher so that it will hold it for me and I don't spill anything. So if you ever have to do something like this, that's a good tip. There it is. Got that marinade in there, got the meat all in there. There's not a lot left over actually, so I'll flip that tomorrow, but it's in the fridge marinating. I am now making the rub that will go on the chicken. So we've got like coriander, garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of chipotle, oh, and a little bit of chili powder and some salt. It smells awesome, so I'm excited to smell it cooking. Before I do all the chicken stuff, because I've got to cut the chicken breast in half, I'm going to cut up the pineapple so that I don't have to use 2 cutting boards or wash in between. And we learned how to cut a pineapple when we went to Hawaii. We had this guy that took us out on this kayak tour in the ocean and brought these fresh pineapples that were freaking amazing and showed us how to cut them up. So I'm going to try and cut them like that. We'll see how well I remember it. Yeah, we'll get these ready to go. Ta-da! How you cut a pineapple. He didn't cut it in slices like this. I guess I should crouch down here so you can see me. He didn't cut it slices like this. He did like slices around the edges, but since we're going to be grilling it, Doing little slices that way, and I think I did a pretty good job. Way better than I did cutting the watermelon the other day. That was too hard to film with my, raw meat hands, but the chicken breasts were huge. Cut them all in half. Then that seasoning stuff that I put together in the bowl, I rubbed on both sides of the chicken, front and back. Wrapped them with bacon, got our little toothpicks in there. Austin's out firing up the grill right now, and then we'll get these bad boys going. Since we're doing a little barbecue, I also want to make myself a little Whole30 drink. So I have this lime juice. Just the Santa Cruz Organic is like the best juice you can have. You'll notice that's what I had for lime and lemon. It's the only juice that doesn't have any other crap added to it. So that, got our pineapple juice, got a lot left over from doing the marinade for tomorrow's. We'll see. I'm going to put those in there in some water to not have too much sugar, and then I might put a drop of lemon oil. We'll see. Maybe not. We'll see how it tastes. It's pretty good. I put a lot of lime in there. But other than that, it's pretty good. There she is, all finished, and it smells amazing. How's it taste?
Delicious.
Wait. You excited, Ben? Okay. Hey, welcome to day 15. We are halfway through today. This morning breakfast was just the same as yesterday's breakfast. I had leftovers for lunch, and today we're gonna do another grilling thing. We're gonna do some steak kebabs. I'm really looking forward to that. Anything grilling I am here for. So it should be pretty simple. The steak I showed you yesterday, we've been marinating, so it's sitting right there, getting room temperature. We've got our little shish kebabis right there soaking in the water. I just need to chop up some stuff and get them on the kebabs. We've got cut veggies, so now I just have to string them together, I guess. All the kebabs together. I had two kebabs that I did that didn't get to soak. I dipped them, but they didn't get to soak for 40 minutes like the other ones did. So I have two kebabs light on fire. You'll know why. I have a ton of extra meat. I don't have any leftover pineapple. I don't have any leftover onions. I have a little bit of leftover bell pepper, but I have a ton of leftover meat. So I think I might end up using that to do like some steak and eggs or something. But let me show you. These are our kebabs, and if I do say so myself, they look delicious. So I have the marinade over there. I'm gonna put that on top of these to kind of brush it on, which these are quite the pile. I might have to do that outside, and then we're gonna get grilling. Guys, Whole30 is disgusting. I mean, why would you ever want to eat like this?
Because it's good for you.
You're such a dork. Well, I made a joke about why would you want to eat this? It's disgusting because they smell like absolute heaven. And I mean, look at these things. Well, that one had stuff all off, but right, they look amazing. I don't know what happened that they were not as amazing as they smelled. The like veggies and the pineapple and stuff were really, really good. But the meat, I don't know if it's because of the marinade or I have no idea. I've never had this happen before. The meat is fresh, but I did marinate it for 24 hours, so I don't know what the heck. But it's got this like sticky, like gumminess on the outside. Can you see that on my plate? Like how it's stuck to the plate? I don't know. It's just weird. It makes it kind of like, I don't know, it's just a weird texture in your mouth. So we ate some veggies and pineapple, and now my husband wants Chick-fil-A, and I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do because that's not gonna keep me full for very long, and I have to figure out what I'm doing for lunch tomorrow now. So kind of a little adventure there. I thought this video was just gonna end right now saying, hey, that was so good, but now we're gonna figure out that little adventure. So not everything always goes as planned, even when it looks and smells fantastic. Well, we didn't end up getting any like other full dinner. We went over to my parents' house and kind of just snacked on some things. I had some banana with some like nut butter and stuff. And I mean, we did eat the pineapples and veggies from our dinner. We just didn't eat the meat. So yeah, we just had some like snacky stuff, and then we ran to the store because we're gonna go to the cabin tomorrow. And I can't be without food, so I got some different meat and stuff that we can take down, that I can eat. Ben's got raisins, as you can see. So should be okay for tomorrow. Yeah, so crisis averted, I guess. I'm still bummed that my dinner didn't turn out good after all the freaking effort that I put into it, but it happens. And just as like a final update, I don't know if you can, oh, you can see, look at those freaking zits on my chin all of a sudden. Like, what is happening? I don't know if that breakout is like hormone related or food related. I feel like at 15 days I'm probably close to the end of like the detoxing period, because I mean it's been 15 days. I don't know, that's over 2 weeks. But maybe not, maybe, I don't know, I guess for some foods it takes like 3 weeks. I think I read for dairy it takes 3 weeks. So maybe it's still like an adjustment detoxing thing. Maybe it's not. I'm breaking out. Who knows? So that's our day. I'm going to end the video here. Thank you guys for following along for this video number 3. And make sure you watch out for the next one, because we're going to go to the cabin and do some fun stuff that you'll see in that video. Bye!